Hi everyone, my name is Andrea Birst and I'm a certified strategies coach. And I wanted to reach out to you today and share a few things that I've been thinking about and a few things that are on my mind. But first of all, I hope you are all safe and healthy during this crazy time that we're living in. And like many of you, I own a salon as well, and I've been spending many hours over the last few days reaching out to our guests, and a few things have come to mind, and I wanted to share those with you because I think they're real and relevant during this time that we're living in. First of all, there's so much uncertainty that everyone is dealing with, and that's true for our guests as well. And I believe this is a perfect opportunity to reach out to our guests and communicate with them as much as possible what you're doing in your salons and how you're planning on taking care of them in the midst of all of this, especially when it comes to rescheduling and when you can see them again. But what I've recognized, and this is the piece that I wanted to share with you, is that this is a great opportunity for us as team-based businesses or any business out there during this time to share some love and heartfelt feelings and sincerity with our guests. And when you're using this time to call them and reschedule, let them know how much you appreciate them and how much you value them as a customer within your business. I know I have started doing that myself. I have plenty of time on my hands as we've been closed now for weeks, but I use the opportunity for every phone call that I'm personally making to them to let them know those exact things, that we are holding off on rescheduling any appointments at this time until we know for certain our reopen date. And then when we do know, we will call them right away and get them rescheduled as soon as possible and get their needs taken care of. But then I go into another level and say, I would like to also take this opportunity in this time to let you know that we really appreciate you and we value you as a customer, and we miss you and we can't wait to see you again. And as I started doing that, the comments and the feedback that has been coming from our guests has been crazy. And it really made me realize that how powerful just a couple statements, especially from me as the owner to each one of our guests, really means to them. And so I just wanted to give you that piece of encouragement that, as you're making these calls, and it seems daunting, trust me, I know it's so many phone calls, and I think I have it timed out to a science of how long it's going to take me per call, but it really does matter, and I think it sets you apart in your companies and really shows that culture piece of who you are and how you do care for your customers and you want to take care of their needs. So think about that and try to raise that level of customer service, even though it's crazy to think about doing that now, but I think it's a huge value to your businesses that you can be making right in this moment. The other thing that I have been thinking about, and I think it's great that owners, if you can and have the time, dedicate that to your companies right now, and you yourself as the owner make the phone calls. But if you can't, if time doesn't allow, or whatever is going on in your lives, you can't make the calls yourself, and other team members are assisting you in making those phone calls for you as well. My only piece of advice would be to make sure that your message is consistent across anyone making those calls. So whatever the message you want to be, make sure that we are maybe developing some scripts, which I know we're going to be helping you with here shortly. But so anyone that might be helping you, reach out and having this contact with your customers at this time, just make sure that we're consistent in delivering the same message to our guests. And so I hope that you are all being successful making these calls right now and able to reach your guests. And my hope and prayer is that we can all get open soon and get back to our businesses and start taking care of our guests and shining like we always do. So hope you're staying safe and healthy, and talk to you soon.